welcome to another lesson. Today we'll take a look at the imperative. We'll look at informal commands. This lesson can be found in your book's Exploraciones on the pages numbers 44 to 46. The objectives of this video is to talk about informal commands. We're also going to look at forms of the informal commands, and then we'll look at the affirmative types of informal commands and the negative types. Let's get started, shall we? Now, when we use the imperative in Spanish, we use tú for the informal type of commands. And we're talking about people that we know really well. So we're talking about people like our friends, our brothers, our siblings, our cousins, for instance, who are of the same age as we. Or if we are really close to them, we can also use the tú, which is the informal form of the pronoun. And then we can also talk about people that we know really well, okay, or people who are younger than us. Now, how do we conjugate the imperative in the informal tú? We use the third person singular in the present indicative tense for regular verbs. This is how it is conjugated. Now, there are some irregular verbs when it comes down to the informal commands. I have listed them here. We will take a look at them in the course of the video. We have decir, hacer, ir, poner, salir, ser, tener, venir. Okay. Now, for the negative commands, which are informal, we use the subjunctive for both regular and irregular verbs. Now, let's look at regular verbs in the affirmative. We have andar, for example, to walk. We have anda. So it is conjugated in the third person singular, él, ella, usted, anda, in the present tense, and that is used as the imperative. So same way, bañar, baña. Baña. And then we have cuidar, to take care of, cuida. Dormir, duerme. Esperar, espera. Firmar, firma, sorry, and then golpear, golpea. Now, moving on to the irregular verbs, we have about 8 of them which are completely irregular. So just be careful so you don't go ahead and follow the rhythm of the structure of the regular verbs and use the third person singular of the present indicative for these verbs. They do not work. They have their own special types of verbs or of commands, if I may say. So we have for decir, to say, di, hacer, haz, ir, ve, poner, pon, salir, sal, ser, sé, tener, ten, and then venir, ven. For the negative forms of commands, we have the regular verbs. We already mentioned that we are going to use the subjunctive for both regular verbs and irregular verbs. So we have andar again, no andes, bañar, no bañes, cuidar, no cuides, dormir, no duermas, esperar, no esperes, firmar, no firmes, golpear, no golpees. And then we have for the irregular verbs, decir, no digas, hacer, no hagas, ir, no vayas. This is for bear, sorry. No vayas. And then we have poner, no pongas, salir, no salgas, ser, no seas, tener, no tengas, and then venir, no vengas. Thank you so much. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. Hasta la próxima.